Crewe was a constituency of the House of Commons of the Parliament of the United Kingdom from 1885 to 1983. It elected one Member of Parliament, MP, by the first-past-the-post system of election. The constituency was abolished for the 1983 general election in favour of Crewe and Nantwich, with some of the constituency moved into Congleton. Boundaries: 1885 to 1918. The municipal borough of Crewe, and parts of the sessional divisions of Nantwich and Northwich. 1918 to 1950. The municipal borough of Crewe, the urban districts of Alsager and Nantwich, and parts of the rural districts of Congleton and Nantwich. 1950 to 1955. The municipal borough of Crewe, the urban district of Nantwich, and the rural district of Nantwich. 1955 to 1983. The municipal borough of Crewe, the urban districts of Alsager and Sandbach, and in the rural district of Nantwich the civil parishes of Barthamley, Crewe, Haslington, and Weston. As its name suggested, the constituency was centred on the town of Crewe in Cheshire. The town of Nantwich was also included in the constituency until 1955, when it gained its own eponymous seat. Members of Parliament. Elections. Elections in the 1880s. Elections in the 1890s. Elections in the 1900s. Elections in the 1910s. General election 1914-15. Another general election was required to take place before the end of 1915. The political parties had been making preparations for an election to take place, and by the July 1914, the following candidates had been selected: Unionist, Ernest Craig; Liberal, Joseph Davies. Elections in the 1920s. Liberal candidate, Alexander Lyle Samuel withdrew. Elections in the 1930s. General election 1939-40. Another general election was required to take place before the end of 1940. The political parties had been making preparations for an election to take place, and by the autumn of 1939, the following candidates had been selected: Conservative, Donald Somervell; Labour, John Bowen. Elections in the 1940s. Elections in the 1950s. Elections in the 1960s. Elections in the 1970s. Lee Raymond's historical list of MPs, constituencies beginning with C. Part 6.